people, everybody don't got. It's weird. People got technology, right? Do you know a lot of niggas that got laptops? Like, I just feel like a lot of people, unless you have a certain
this is
job,
my work one. No,
niggas don't have laptops. What's up with that? Like, or you know,
because you can do everything on your phone, so it's like
you can, but like you can't though. Like I don't know. I'm a guy. I work with a laptop, and then I've had laptops. I stay with a laptop, and I ain't gonna lie. For a while, I was just using my work laptop, even for some of this stuff, and incriminate myself.
I think the thing is because I've never got a laptop because you know how like with phones you be wanting an iPhone, so I always wanted an Apple laptop. But then it's like I also am not frivolous with my money, so I'm not going to spend all that, and I'm not in school no more. So it's like I don't really have the need other than a once to get that type of laptop.
Well,
and then
go ahead.
And then you know the HP laptops and stuff. Like I feel like it probably did change, but back when I did have a laptop, it's like they would get slow fast, and you know what I mean. After you download so much stuff on there and stuff.
Well, I don't know. See, that's the thing, right? And that even brings up a little conversation. But like people be buying the MacBook that don't actually need a MacBook. Like they actually get overkill. Like they literally do schoolwork on this shit. And I'm like, yo, you don't make music, you don't do podcasts, you don't do video editing. Like it's built to be like it's more than just a word processor. And some people just be in college, man, regular. You know what I mean? They're going back to school regular. And I'm like, it's just for the brand. It's just for the brand. Like, and I'd be like, man, y'all don't even. I work in technology.
I do want to do videos.
Okay.
But then it's like, because you know I had talked about I wanted to do a YouTube before and stuff like that, but I just don't get around to it. So it's just like, and then with other laptops, I feel like you got to do a lot more research than Apple. Like Apple has that name out there, like you know what I mean. Okay,
it's some did you cover your microphone or something like that? Because it just kind of sound muffled just a little bit. Like
how about now?
Now you talk.
You're
you good. Okay. I don't know if you had your hand somewhere or something like that.
Nah.
You talking with your hands, you know what I'm saying? You from what side of town you from? What side where I see you from? From the south side?
No.
I'm from P-Way.
I guess if you would say out west.
Okay.
But not really like the avenues.
I don't got nothing bad to say, but I just was wondering.
No, because you know out west is the dirty side.
I ain't saying well.
I'm saying it.
I got family from out west,
and I'm still saying it.
I ain't gonna lie, like the little projects right there, like that's the dirtiest projects I think. And you're like when I picture projects, like YC, like that's the dirtiest. But they probably on here. So we talk about YC. They probably on here. You think a street is on here from there? I don't know, because I'm not.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like, and I could talk about real quick, but like Rare Fine, I remember when she first came out with the prototype of this, I was vocal because Walnut Street wasn't on there, like from the east side, like it was, and it was like I was like, are you serious? Like, and I don't know, you might not know, but like it was you know what I mean?
Are you from out east?
Yeah. So I didn't live on Walnut, but obviously it's east side, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where we was, and
that's like the main block.
It was heavy. Yeah, it was heavy. It was heavy. Like so that, but then she put it on there. So I was like, I don't know if I was like a squeaky wheel. I don't know if I was like a complaint, like a Karen, like a black Karen. Or, I don't know. You better put all that shit on there, like
yeah. But it's funny that you got that shirt on because I was thinking of that. I was like, you supported 717 heavy because we were supposed to do it yesterday, and I had my intelligent gangster shirt on yesterday.
Oh, yo, I've been trying to get. I don't know. Do you know bull like that? Like, man, I DM him. He don't. I don't know. I'm not trying to, but he don't connect with me. I be trying to hit him up. Like,
where do you DM him at? Because I don't think he's
on Intelligent Gangster John. Do he be on Twitter? Is he on Twitter?
On his regular account, I don't know. Is it his regular account or does it say Intelligent? Because I don't.
It says Intelligent Gangster. I don't know him.
Oh, then I don't know if that's the one. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
But he do be on Twitter sometimes up here, like at least recently.
Yeah, but nah, yeah. I mean, I want to support Bull, and we can have a conversation, all that. It's all love over here. But all right, let's get started, man. That's a good little intro. But hey yo, welcome to the 280 Plus podcast. I'm your host, Lowe's Def, And I got a returning guest, and actually she's gonna be like a co-host today, right? We're gonna kind of switch it up a little bit, you know what I mean? I'm gonna introduce her. It's my homegirl, Marajonni, yeah, Johnny Tsunami, you know what I'm
Oh, can
saying?
you
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I say your name right?
say my because people just pronounce the J really like
They
they
say
really take
Johnny,
that J serious.
Marajonni. They say Marajonni.
Yeah, because then people call me Johnny Tsunami, so they think that that's like Marajonni, and I'm like, no, it's like, and I never know how to explain it. I'm like, I always say Farajaka, Ja.
It's the ja, like it's
Yeah.
well, I heard you say it though too, so it ain't like
Yeah, maybe that's
and
why I get it.
yeah, Marajani, like wow, yeah, all right, it's all good, but so yeah, I'm gonna share this, you know what I mean, with her, you know what I mean, we're gonna see how this goes, you know what I'm saying, she might come back, we might have to, you know what I'm saying, we might have to cut her a contract or something, I don't know, yeah, we might, So real quick before I don't know, I'm gonna just say like, today, like the world was in a frenzy real quick, right? Like I mean?
Yes.
Like I was like, I walked into a topic. Like I was like, I'm a freestyle a little bit, but yeah, like we was in a frenzy today. You know what I'm saying? And Twitter, yeah, I mean, that's where this comes from. You know what I'm saying? Twitter held us down, you know what I'm saying?
It did.
And I kept seeing stuff like, I know y'all wishing y'all was on Twitter now, or I know y'all like it was a lot of commentary, whatever. But like, how long was Instagram and all that down? Because I don't do Facebook, but definitely
it was a couple hours, like I want to say at least 6 hours, because my friend texted me and she's like, is your Facebook not refreshing? And I didn't notice it at first. And then I looked on there and I'm like, matter of fact, it's not. And then I went on Instagram and I seen that wasn't refreshing either. I said, oh, I'm thinking it's my internet. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
So, but then I went on
you ain't
Twitter.
Pay the bill. You ain't pay the bill. Nah, just saying.
I see everybody talking about it on Twitter. I'm like, yeah. And then you see the conspiracy theories and stuff.
Oh no! What was they saying? What was it saying?
They were just saying like, oh, the conspiracy theorists predicted this. The world going to shut down. It's not just the social medias; it's the banks too that are having problems. I was like, hold up, because did I not take y'all serious? And I was supposed to.
Right. I know, because you don't never know. Like with the internet, man, you don't know how. Because people be saying this and that, and then they make you crazy for not believing everything. Like they make you feel crazy. Like, well, how can you not believe this? And I'm like, come on, man, y'all. I see y'all sources of information, man. It ain't that good, man. So you know what I mean. But I didn't realize, like I seen it on Twitter real quick. I was at work, probably snuck my phone, whatever, seen it, and I was actually gonna put a clip out, but I was busy, so I couldn't put a clip out earlier. And then I get out of work and I'm about to put my clip out, and then like it wasn't doing nothing. It was just like whatever, and I was like, oh, y'all wasn't playing, whatever. And so it was crazy because then I was on Twitter, and then I was like, oh, man, let me just post a video here. And this is why I don't post as many videos as I would like on Twitter, is because it takes like forever for a video to load up. Like it can take hours, like something. You'd be like, and I had a couple of people that make content, and they like, yo, how do it take this long? I'm like, yo, it be drawn. Like Twitter is weird. And like, when Facebook and Instagram was down, my shit was going up mad quick. I was like, yo, like it's something, you know what I mean? Instagram and Facebook, they be hating on Twitter or something, you know what I mean? Because like they be bringing down the internet. I'm like, I post like 3 different clips. I'm like, fuck it, like, but I'm like, this, I don't post on here because it would take forever. Like I have so many Jones in the draft that just never sent, and I'm like,
and you just be like, fuck it.
Yeah, just fuck it. And then so it's funny, like, so do you feel like, does this make, when something like this happens, do you feel like you're more addicted to social media than you probably realized before? Like when something like this happens, do you be like, damn?
Because a little bit, but I kind of just went on about, because I guess Twitter was still there, so it was like, and TikTok was still there, so it was like,
okay.
Because I'm an observer, so I don't really know.
Yeah. So it wasn't that heavy to you. Yeah, I seen some people.
It wasn't heavy, but it did make me think that, like, damn, we're addicted to social. Like, if my friend could text me and ask me that, and she noticed already, like, and then I text her later. I was like, "Is yours still acting up?" She said, "Yeah," because normally it solves that. They be on top of it, and she was like, "Yeah, mine's is still acting up." I was like, "Oh, damn, they ain't playing with us."
Yeah, right. And do you think like what would it be like if it was like done for good though? Like all social media, like how do you think we would adapt? to that. Like, I think people would. I don't know. It's hard to even fathom. Like, would it like would be like without like certain social medias? Like
See, I feel like me and you have an advantage, like especially me, because they say my age. Well, I don't know how much older you are than me.
I'm 33.
You're not that much. You're 33?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm 28. So you're not that much older than me. But like, so we came up in an era where we didn't have, like, we was immersed in social media. So I feel like we still have that advantage of living our teenage lives, living certain levels without social media. So we have that advantage. Now the younger folks, you know, because I swear like I'm an old head, but the younger folks, I don't think that they could.
You is like an old soul. You is like an old soul. Like,
so I think they would go crazy.
See, I'm not. Here's the thing. I don't think I'm addicted to it because of like the social aspect. Like, but like now, because I create content, it's a tool. So then I would be fucking mad. Like, I mean, like if it like all the Jones shut down, I guess if all I had was YouTube, I guess, and I would just pivot to that.
And especially like business wise, because a lot of people get money off of social media now. Like that's a big lucrative side that we don't even think of. We just think of like, because we've had it so long, but there's a lot of people that make money off of their social media. So did you see the tweets where they was like, oh, this how Lil Boosie feels? When his Instagram gets taken.
Yeah, right. So that happens every now and then. And then I guess we kind of get through with it, whatever. But what you got for us today? What you got for us tonight, girl?
My first question.
Okay.
You know my first question.
All right.
So do guys get butterflies? I was asking my male friends this. I'm like, do guys get butterflies? I forget. I was watching Married at First Sight. That's what I was watching.
Okay.
And have you ever watched it?
Nah, I never.
No.
Which one is that? What channel is that on? Like, is that like Lifetime? TLC?
It might be, Lifetime. It might be Lifetime.
Okay. All right. Married at First Sight. So you telling me it's just they never met each other at all. They just, you know what I mean?
They never met each other. So like, I think it's like 3 experts. They get together and they interview people, and then they interview so many people from a specific area, and then so many people get the final call, and then they're like, the experts match with one person with another person. It's normally like 4 or 5 couples, and you get to see like week after week like their progress. So they don't meet each other until they're walking down the aisle. They don't meet each other's family or anything. They don't know nothing about each other. They don't get like a hint, a drop list, nothing. So they go on, they get married the first day. That's when they meet. And then they talk after the wedding. And then they go on their honeymoon. Some of them, you know, what's that word? I'm gonna fuck the word up. Consummate.
Consummate. Also have sex. All the time.
Yeah. So some of them, So some of them do that, but some of them don't. And then after the honeymoon's like 5 days, maybe a week. And then you
gotta let me hit. Like, I mean, if I'm gonna do all this, you gotta let me hit. Like,
shut up.
You gotta like. What's the point? What's the point? So we're gonna be
love.
What's up?
To find love.
But we already married though. We just got married at first sight.
Yeah, but some people still want to take it slow, because that don't mean you're going, because you have, let me,
is that not, so they talk about having a baby before marriage is putting the cart before the horse, but like getting married before sex, I know that was a thing one time.
But see, the thing is, I think it's,
but I don't believe that.
60, I think it's 60 days that they have it's a decision day. So they say if they're gonna stay married or not. So it's kind of like you don't gotta stay married.
They can annul it because that's
So that's why some of them don't, and then some of them they be on some freak shit. They be ready like So but after the honeymoon, they move in together. They get this apartment that I guess is paid for by like Lifetime and stuff. By the program. So they get this apartment and they have to like learn how to live together. And then the coaches, like it's like different coaches. It's like a marriage expert, maybe like a sex coach, and then like a therapist. So they meet with them periodically, not a lot. And so one of the guys, like this one couple, the guy was like, she's like head over heels for him. Like she likes him. And he's just like, I don't feel those butterflies yet. Like, and it's been like at least a month now. So he's like, I don't feel the butterflies. So that made me ask, I'm like, do guys feel butterflies? Do they always feel butterflies? Or is it certain guys that probably don't ever feel butterfly? Like, it's not you, it's me type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's crazy because people be believing in like zodiac signs and stuff like that. So they be having preconceived notions about people. So I'm an Aries, so like I think people have this notion that like I don't love people and I don't care about people, and that's not true. Like I feel like I'm a lover, you know what I'm saying, and like I feel like I'm passionate and I can be romantic, whatever. So yeah, I've gotten butterflies, but it's like I don't know, women are just so like Disney with it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, butterflies. Like y'all be just so dramatic. And like we don't look at it. I don't think most men look at it like that. But there are probably some cold-hearted ass dudes that just they don't give no butterflies. They just, I mean, because the dudes that don't even like affection, like I'm affectionate. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be, if you especially like really attracted to you, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we in lines of stuff. I might, I mean, grab you up, kiss on your neck. I'll be extra a little bit. I mean, because I don't know, not weird, but like, like the woman, obviously, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, but like, no, but like, yeah, I mean, so yeah, I think, but yeah, that butterfly feeling, I don't know if it manifests. Like, what does it look like when women get butterfly? Like, explain it.
Okay, so I was about to ask that.
Maybe I could be like, all right.
So you go on a date, right? You get a girl's number, you go on a date. The first date goes well. Y'all still be texting and stuff. So at this point, do you get butterflies like if her name come across your screen?
Like, well, I was asking you, like, tell me what butterflies feel like for
That's
you.
What I'm saying. Like, it's like,
so then I could be like, nah, I can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just trying
to,
like, what does it feel like? Like, I mean, like, because I'll give my whatever I think it is. So yeah, like there be them times where you really like a girl and you just want to spend time with her, whatever. Sometimes it might be one of them things where like, it's just going well, like everything is going well, the conversation's going well,
y'all just vibe.
They just vibe, whatever. And I don't know if it's not wrong with sex on the first date, but like maybe it's one of them nights where you don't get none, you know what I'm saying? And you be like, but then that girl make you like want to talk to her, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think, yeah, I guess, I mean, yeah, then you get them butterflies, like when a woman makes you just want to like do for her, you know what I'm saying? Like just, it brings the man out of you, you know what I mean? Because I think, whether people believe in like gender roles, whatever, I think that's like a natural male thing, like to want to do for a woman, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, when you vibing and then you just like, yeah, you want to talk to her all the time. You want to take her places. It's the little things, like you just want to, yeah, I think that's when you know what I mean? But when, I guess it all depends when.
So like for butterflies for like a female, because I feel like I've talked to, I got female friends. So it's like,
yeah,
we might jump the gun too, but butterflies is normally like, dang, oh, my boo texted me, like he's my boo already. And we didn't have to do anything. We didn't have to have sex or anything, but like we went on a date. I'm feeling the vibe. I'm contemplating a second date. Like I would go on a second date with him, but like when he texts me, I get happy. Or when, or if he doesn't text me, I'm like, damn, is he not trying to be he don't like me like that? Like that type of feeling, like, or you just overthink a lot of things. But that I'm also an overthinker, so I don't know if that's the difference between, you know what I mean, an overthinker and a not overthinker. But stuff like that, like you just be super excited and like. It's kind of like you're jumping the gun a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's actually great, because yes, I think a lot of times with men, like, we don't want to like be, sometimes men, I think if you ain't used to getting women or whatever, it's not as it's not as accessible to you, maybe you do jump the gun more often, like that's your go-to move, because you got remember there was a time, dudes just making women their girlfriends just so they could have sex. I mean, like I'm not that type of dude. Like you can't be my I'm not gonna make you my girlfriend just to fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like
I don't like them.
I don't need to do that, you know what I mean? Like whatever. So I mean, so then but like I think what happens is like when you do have real butterflies for a woman, it's like you let them inhibitions where you be like, should I text her? You don't care. Like it just like like it's something about it where you just like, nah, fuck it. I like her, man. Like, I mean, I want her to know I like her.
It's funny that you say that, because I think butterflies for females is more like we overthink that. Like, dang, I don't want to be annoying to him. So we overthink every little thing when we have butterflies for a guy. But you're saying like when you have butterflies for a girl, it's kind of like you don't really think about the.
It's like I let it go. Like I just be like, I'll be like, nah, I don't. know what I mean? Like, cause you
I don't care how I look.
yeah, cause you feel like nah, she liking this. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, whatever. And yeah, maybe that's that's maybe one example of what butterflies look like. At least, and that's for me at least, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we get butterflies. Yeah, I mean, but you know what I mean? You know, Mike made a song about that, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because we talk about Mike and might have to segue into some other, you know, stuff. But anyway, but no, yeah, Michael Jackson made, you know, you give me, and that was real. I feel like that was real. You give me butterflies. That's Michael Jackson.
I don't know that song.
Nah, stop playing with me.
Maybe you're just not singing it right. I don't know.
I can't sing. I'm not like, if I could sing, I would be famous.
I can't
you know what I'm saying? But like,
song.
you know butterflies, man. Now you about to have me play it. Hold up, man. Now I'm about to find it. This is ghetto. This is that shit. I just wanna say. You never heard this song?
No.
I could be with you tonight.
Okay.
You give me butterflies.
Oh, okay, yeah. I heard the hook.
All right. Oh my gosh.
I heard that. We got there.
That was a chore, man. Damn. I was like, damn. I gotta, yeah, we're gonna see what that looked like when I play this back. Like, I had to put it, I'm like, damn, there's a joint that where you let you share sound, but I don't know how this. I don't know.
There definitely is. I don't know where it is either.
Yeah. So
like, I don't know, because I think that might be a common thing. I feel like girls jump the gun.
Okay. Oh yeah, y'all do. Y'all be
guys are a little bit later when it comes to things. So like,
yeah,
maybe y'all get butterflies, but it's just later. Like,
true. Yeah, I guess it depends.
I know immediately. I know,
like how immediate? How immediate?
Like if we're texting, and then like let's say we have our first meetup, exchange, date, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I know if you give me butterflies or not, because otherwise I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Okay.
Like I'm very like, I cut people off really quick, or I'm vibing with them.
Yeah, I think, and I don't think it's so for you. Is butterflies only like a first time you meet somebody type of thing, or like can you like be talking? Yeah, can you be talking? Because maybe there is something to that where you say it comes later. Because like, yeah, I mean, I feel like there's.
Yeah, no, I feel like it continues. It's not like just the first time I meet you or anything like that. But I also feel like the key to that is not having sex immediately.
That's
like
true.
I don't try to do that, because like I feel like females, you get crowded. Like if you're not promiscuous, I don't know if it's different from promiscuous girls, but like if you're not promiscuous, I feel like sex can fuck your head up and like see things that aren't, you know what I mean? We already be dating people's potential. So if the sex is good, you're probably going to date his potential even faster.
That's a good point. That's some wisdom right there. You know what I'm saying, that you're talking. Do you feel like do you withhold just to withhold, or is it like you really not ready? Because there was that era, which we kind of missed some of that era, like in terms of adulthood, like that think like a man, whatever, where Steve Harvey was telling women to wait however many days, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, are you on that type of time, or are you just saying like, no, like it's still a fill out process, and it's not a timeline, but like not right away.
Yeah, I'm like that. Like it's not a timeline. Like I think the shortest it's been is probably like 2 months.
Okay.
So
shortest.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, take note. Man.
But I'm very blunt too, so I make sure motherfuckers know.
I know you said, you did say that in our episode. You was like, because we was talking about paying for your day, whatever, and you was like, well,
so like
we're not having sex. You said like,
I'll be talking to guys. Like if I talk to someone, I'm gonna let you know, and like so at some point we're grown, so the topic be like, oh, when you gonna spend the night? We're not fucking. So do you still want me to spend the night? Like,
okay. So all right, so damn, this might get into some, like, all right, so you talking about like 2 months, whatever. So that's 2 months of just phone conversations, whatever, or do like the nigga got do the brother got to like
I be chilling, texting, dates.
Oh, okay. So
everything.
Right, so he definitely got to spend some money. You know what I'm saying? Nah, like
Nothing extravagant, but
Yeah.
like, because I've been in situations, you know, in the younger days, you ain't really go on dates that much, especially if y'all ain't have cars and stuff.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, I come over to your house type shit and we chilling and it's just quality time, but we're talking every day. That's normally how I know I have butterflies if I'm talking. Like, I
Okay.
don't like no call, no shows. How they be saying it? You can't
Yeah.
no call, no. Yeah, I don't like that. Don't do that.
You've been no call, no show?
No, I'm saying I don't like it though. Like, I don't.
Oh.
Like if I'm fucking with you, like we need to like you need to be consistent basically. Like
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
not hear from you a day because I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just
Are you one?
it's telling me.
Are you one of them girls though that gotta like talk to, like, all right, so we talking and like you text, like I gotta talk to you mad times throughout the day, like even on the work, like the work week, like you know what I mean, like oh, I just wanted to text you for this, oh I just wanted to like because I feel like sometimes that could burn a dude out, man, like just all the little texting, like you know what I mean, like the little conversation. It's like, yo, if come to me with some interesting, you know what I mean, I think I said
Yeah.
this actually just on Twitter, like yo, that's the part that be burning me out, like I don't want to just say good morning, good morning, just to say good morning, and then like
Yeah, and
because
I
I
know
really
what you
can't,
mean.
talk to you. I really can't talk to you during the day for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the way so it's like, you know, and then, you know, I get busy, whatever. But I think, yeah, if you do like a woman, you are going to make some type of effort, but like,
Yeah, some type of effort, but I'm not that type of person. I feel like there's different strides to it. So like
okay.
I need to hear from you every day, even though we're just talking, but I don't want to hear from you all day. Like it's not a, you know what I mean? I recognize we're not in a relationship yet. So
Yeah.
it's like, you don't want to burn that out mad fast. Cause I feel like guys can get burned out fast.
Yeah,
So,
man. Yeah, it's a finesse.
so it's like, I liked you in the beginning. And then it's like, now, like we talk every day. We don't even got nothing to talk about. We ain't even official. Like,
yeah.
but I'm also one of those people where like, I like to chill with like my person and not have to talk all the time. Like I do that even with my
Oh,
friends. Like
that's
if
dope,
we're watching a movie,
actually.
like you know what I mean? We don't
Like
gotta.
we could be in a car ride and we just listen to my music and or whatever. Because you
Yeah.
know,
Type.
sometimes I hate a chick that's turning my music down like and want to talk. It's like, yo, I'm gonna talk to
No,
you.
because I do not want to talk on a car ride. I want to listen to music. I want to see what you're listening to. I want to
All right.
see X, Y,
Oh,
Z.
you a real
Yeah.
woman. All right. I like that. I like
You
that.
know, like unless it's like the first date, of course you want to turn it down. You want to like get to know, because otherwise that might be a little awkward. The first date, you know, he picking you up for, you know,
Yeah.
but and you won't have like initial questions and stuff like that. But otherwise, no, I don't see the point in that. But I value quality time. I value everything. Like if I care about you, I value anything having to do with that. So sometimes I do want intriguing conversations. That's how you keep me like happy and stuff.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I don't think that's just quality time. I think quality time is just chilling on the couch watching a movie, or you know what I mean? You taking the time to watch something I want to watch, or a show that I want to watch, and you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Yeah. That's dope. That's actually dope. That's dope. Well, I could take this next whatever. So it's funny because I try to play you a Michael Jackson song, whatever. And you know, and I don't want to put Michael Jackson with this man, but also too, Mike got his own history and you know, aura of uncertainty to him. But so you know what I mean, R.Kelly, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
Boy was just convicted. And to be honest with you, I didn't look at none of this case, right? Because I know like this shit is old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff is like, you know what I mean? Like we've already been here, whatever. And it didn't happen the first time because, you know, maybe some witness intimidation, you know, you got, you know, people would not show, you know, whatever. So like I was like, I'm not gonna pay too much attention, but like, yeah, I mean, I was a young boy and I was in 9th grade and I seen the tape. Like, you know what I'm saying, I remember, and it was the bull. Like, so I never was really on like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I never was really with it, but like just this idea of, you know, can you separate the person from the art, whatever, like, and just, you know, overall, how do you feel about that? I'm gonna let you kind of, you know, say some stuff and then I'll chime back in, whatever. But
I feel like you kind of can, because you're not going to take, like, we don't know these people's lives, so it's like
okay.
we can't say we can't separate.
Yeah,
like, oh, you should keep them as one. Like, you shouldn't listen to R.Kelly no more. But like, there's a lot of rumors in Hollywood, period, of people in the music industry. They say it's evil, so I believe that, and we still listen to a lot of those people. Or, you know what I mean? You don't even. It's like, how far do we take it at that point? If we can't listen to R.Kelly no more, how far do we take it? Because, there'd be writers listed, there's producers listed, all of that. So it's like, what point are we going to take that? And it's probably producers that's, been in scandals and stuff like that, but they're behind the scenes. So you're not going to see it as a headliner. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, for me, with him, I never was really a fan of his music. That was like my parents' era of music, you know what I'm saying? And we had, even when I was younger and when he was popular, even in the early 90s, I was listening to more like music groups, you know what I'm saying? We talking about Drew Hill, we talking about Jodeci, we talking about, and also too, my age, there was even female popping R&B artists young, you know what I mean? Like they was coming out, Aaliyah being one of them, right? Brandy, Monica, so I didn't need R.Kelly. R.Kelly was just an older sound for me. So I never had this reverence for him. You know what I mean? Where everybody because people, whatever, they look at him as like one of the greatest songwriters or whatever. I can't take that away from him. I'm not here to talk about that, but I feel like, can I separate the person from art? Yes, I can, but there are definitely things I choose not to. And I don't, for me, ain't no shame in that. And when it comes to him, it's like, yo, bro, you make super sexually charged music, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was rumored and probably, and it was true that you was dating, or trying to marry young Aaliyah, right? When she and people talk about, well, but it was parents. Wait, time out. Nobody be like, first, can we stop talking about who this is? Can we talk about him? Like, what did he do? Like, can we hold him accountable first before we start to talk about what the parents did? Oh, the parents shouldn't have did this. But this nigga still was a predator. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, all right, people, you got these artists. I don't know these artists, whatever. And that's the thing. I don't put nothing too high on these artists. Anybody's capable of anything, right? But for me, it's like, yo, when artists, they feel like their work is so personal to them, right? It means so much to them, right? Whatever. Sometimes they put their heart into all this, whatever. So you mean to tell me you don't listen? Like for me, and maybe because I'm weird, right? I'm a weirdo, right? I listen to that type of music, and it's like, bruh, you mean to tell me like Aaliyah ain't a night that you had with Aaliyah ain't inspire some of the sex that you talk about in your music? And people might look at that as perverse, but it's like, no, but is that not real? Like, is that not real life? You know what I'm saying? Like, he was really feeling that, and like he had a long history of it. So for me, giving him up is not that big of a deal. And people be like, oh, but what if your artist, whatever? Here's the thing, like, I think it has to matter what they did. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it does.
He was doing some nasty stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. And I'm not a part of cancel culture either, just because I see it. You know what I'm saying? I think canceling is like whiny stuff where it's like, you know what I mean? It's for little things. That's what people get canceled for. Like I probably, you know what I mean? It's more like, remember there used to be boycotts, right? People just used to boycott stuff. You know what I mean? And then all right, I don't fuck with that, right? I don't spend my money that way, whatever. Does it get convoluted when he's on a feature that I like of a song I like? Yeah, maybe a little bit. The only hook that I need, the only hook that I got is the Ja Rule joint with I Wonder, right? I wonder. That's the one.
Yeah,
where
because I do agree with you.
That's that song where it's like, oh, that's the only one.
I'm honestly not a super R.Kelly fan, so like most of the songs that I do like of him is like featured or something like that. So it's like, but like if somebody was to turn Bump and Grind on or something like that, I'm not gonna be like, turn this shit off.
Yeah.
So, but I do agree with you too. So it's like, I'm not a super fan, so I really don't care if they would cancel him or like take him off all platforms. Like I wouldn't really care that much.
Yeah. Well, but and just in general, right? So what if it's your favorite person? Like, could you? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Are there times where you just be like, nah, like just basically like based on what they did, would you ever consider like, oh yeah, there's something that this person did, I just can't fuck with that person no more, like, because that's how I feel about it. I feel like even if it's somebody I like there might be a time where it's a crossroads where like, and I don't want to, I'm not even going to try to imagine nothing. I'm not trying to put nothing on nobody, but I find out like, yeah, my favorite athlete is a pedophile, right? I don't gotta like that fucking athlete no more. Like that's cool.
Nah, I
Like,
get you.
and that's where I be trying to get to people. Like it's not even to convince you, but it's like, yo, you really, these songs mean that much to you that you can't just let them go. Like, because that's the other side of it. Like, yo, them songs, that really matters. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Because that's the thing, I don't put nothing past none of these people, bro. Like, they all
Exactly. And
could
that's
do.
what I was going to say. I don't really hold R. Kelly on a high pedestal. So maybe it's because of that.
Yeah.
So it will be hard to say because I've never been in that position where I really like the artist and he got caught doing something, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, there's always the Tory Lanez situation because I still listen to him. I don't give a fuck. But like,
and what's different about that? Why don't you give a fuck about that? Just
because there wasn't enough. It's not the same. Like the evidence isn't enough. That nobody ever really came out and spoke out clearly. It's always just hidden, like what's the indirect things, like, so we really don't know anything, rather than R. Kelly has multiple women, multiple underage girls, multiple evidence, like the case, the evidence book is like this much compared to Tory Lanez. So it's just like I can't really like judge you off that. Now if another person would come out and it would be another incident with Tory Lanez, then I would be looking at him sideways. But then it's also like you can grow as a person, but stuff like that I feel like is different than pedophilia, because pedophilia
definitely. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That one is he said, she said. Still at this point, still it still feels like that, right? Like we don't even know the truth.
Yeah.
Like,
so like, but pedophilia is just off. It's just like it makes you look at somebody different. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't care
like,
who you are to me. If you ever get associated with pedophilia, like
exactly. Yeah, like even it could be my family. It could be, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm not gonna be like, yeah, you know, they just try to, you know, and then you have the extreme people on his side where they're like, can't nothing he do is wrong. They even think that all that stuff is fake. Like they try to railroad him. I'm like, come on, man. Like,
but then this leads me to a controversial topic.
Okay.
So that's kind of like, that kind of ties in with the Black toxic families, like, and people, you know, you always see the memes and the stuff when people are like, oh, but this white man raped 2 girls and he only got 15 years. Well, okay, that doesn't mean I want R.Kelly to get less just because you know, how about we just like send both to life? Like it's I don't feel like, oh well, since this white person got away with it, I need to like, that's just toxic. Like, no, that doesn't mean anything. So it's like that toxic, that Black toxic family trait that we try to brush things under the rug and stuff like that. So it kind of feels like that in America. It's like you always got that toxic Black family.
Well, yeah, and that's kind of what I was saying earlier. Like people be trying to talk about even like the families of the victims, but it's like, but then another thing they do is like they compare. Like, fam, what? Say definitively, because if that's what you're gonna do, like you're gonna be like, oh no, but what about this guy? What about this? All right, well, we'll get to him. Let's give me what you think about R. Kelly.
Right.
He's fucked up. He should do okay. All right, now let's look at this. Like, let's hold somebody accountable before that toxic shit. Before we start trying to like scapegoat the bull, like, you know what I mean, or say like, oh, this person is these dudes been doing this. Like, that don't make what he did right. Yeah, you know what I mean, like he still gotta
it's like that backhanded apology, like, I'm sorry I made you feel that way, but
right
so how about we just take the butt out? How about we just, you know, admit where things went wrong?
Made you feel like
like
nah, I feel you. So fuck, you know what I mean, R. Kelly, I don't even know how. I think he got them football numbers. You know what I mean, he got some. Did he get big numbers?
I don't know. I ain't even. I honestly haven't.
Like,
I just see what's on the headlines and like certain interviews, because you seen one of the girls that did an interview. What was it, last year? That was one of his girlfriends. You know, she came out with another interview saying that he forced her to do that, and he was so excited after that interview because saying like, "Oh, y'all aced the interview," and he like told them what to say. So it's like,
it's too much. It's like with him, it's too many layers. It's too many, and then it's all these other people involved, which they're all nasty too. You know what I mean, so it's just it was like whole trafficking ring to me. Like, I don't know, but
it is.
But the thing is, then people might be like, oh, well, Michael Jackson, didn't he have whatever? And like, I don't know, he ain't actually get convicted, or not, like he didn't get guilty or nothing. So like, and that's the thing. Now you can't even say this about R.Kelly. Like, you can't be like, oh, it's alleged. It's alleged. No, he's guilty. He's guilty of all that. Like, he got convicted of all that.
Like that's,
So
he blatantly like, he does everything but admit to it. Like his lifestyle, his girlfriends, like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And there was a lot
people
of
still try to ignore that.
yeah, and there was a lot of like, yeah, wild accusations behind some of that type of stuff too. But just even with like them dressing up like boys and all that, and then like, yeah, which we ain't gonna get into all that, but yeah. So yeah, but yeah, the black toxic families, that's not good. That's not good. So what else you got? What else? What we doing?
So I did want to talk about judgment. Okay. Like, you always see how people, you're not on Facebook as much, but I'm very
not on Facebook at all. Like,
yeah, you're not on Facebook at all. So, which you need to put your podcast on Facebook.
That's what people say, man. But Facebook is the feds, man. I don't know. It's just weird. It's like I've been trying to do it where like, because apparently there's ways that you can kind of do it without actually having like a regular page. You could just kind of put your stuff on there. Which,
yeah, I think it's like a business page. Yeah.
Yeah, I might do. Yeah, I might do something like that. But
yeah, I don't think you need a personal page, but a business page definitely.
Okay.
Because them numbers combined with Instagram and stuff,
it might
intertwine.
Yeah, right.
But so my thing is, I mean, it might be, but you're on Twitter, so Twitter is kind of,
there's judgy people on Twitter.
Yeah, but my thing is, what do you call judgmental? Because at some point, it's like on Facebook, I feel like there'd be a lot of hypocrites. Ooh. So like how, how Kimmy said, like, oh, she'll tell you how she feels. Like, I don't feel like that was really her on the first, you know what I mean? She's very opinionated.
Yeah.
So I'm very opinionated.
Yeah.
And I feel like people take that. Well, I know people take that, but some people vibe with me, so they don't take it that way. But I feel like some people take being more vocal as being more judgmental, and being more honest as being more judgmental. But it's like, bitch, you just fell out with your homegirl last week and told the whole Facebook that she got herpes. Was that not you judging her? You was judging her this whole time. You was just being fake.
Yeah.
So it'd be stuff like that. I feel like it's just always some hypocritical stuff. So it's like, what is judgmental? Because to even call someone judgmental, you have to judge that they're judgmental.
Oh, right. Like it is a cycle. It is a cycle. That's real meta right there. Like, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I feel you. What's judgmental? I don't know. I think sometimes it's like when you put in your 2 cents in something that it's not your business. Like, I think that's the first sign, or like maybe first seed of like judgmental. Because it's like, could you have just stayed out of it and just let them live their life, whatever, boom, right? Especially if you don't got no stake in that person's life. Who the fuck are you to like? And granted, we do that with celebrities all the time, so I think maybe that's exempt. Because I'm judging.
It's hypocritical.
I'm judging fucking whatever. So like, what is considered? So the question is, what is considered judgmental?
Yeah.
Social media, and it's a lot of critiquing. So like, we're all judging. So we're all judgmental. I mean, like everything nowadays though, since people are sensitive, like I think that's what you kind of allude to. Everything these days is judgmental. But I think back in the day, it was like, yeah, I mean, like if it don't apply, let it fly. Like don't, or yeah, I mean, don't you don't gotta get 2 cents, whatever. But then also too, I think the hypocriticalness, like if you're not living, I think that highlights the judgmentalness too. Like if you judging somebody, but then you doing something on the back end that's similar or the same, then it's like, yeah, you're being judgmental. You know what I mean? Maybe not empathizing with somebody. Yeah, that's a way to be judgmental. Like if you not trying to really put yourself in somebody else's shoes, but you telling them how to live. You know what I mean? How they needed to handle a certain situation, that might be considered judgmental too. You know what I'm saying? So empathy, not minding your business, and hypocrisy. Yeah, I mean I think that's a mix to make the judgmental person. I don't know.
Right. Because I feel like social media platforms is just, not even Twitter, but like we're all just like seeing information and sharing it and putting our spin on it. So it's like, you know what I mean? That's really what predominantly social media is. So you can't indulge in social media, and like someone like you might be able to, because I don't really see you. I don't feel like I see you tweet a lot. Like I see you retweet,
not as much anymore.
or reply.
I'm a replier. Yes, I am a replier.
So like,
I'm judging all the time. I'm like, why? Oh, you like that? Ew. Like, but is that judgmental though? If you just say, oh, I don't like this. You like this? I don't like this. Like, is that judgmental? I'm not saying like you should like what I like. I mean, or you're.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You know what? You know what? I think it's when you give your opinion and then you not about whatever they're saying, but then you label them with something that might be the judgmental, because it's like, oh, you like this, you're a piece of shit, like for the, and it's like, whoa, like,
right.
Yeah, I mean, so with the R.Kelly fans, I think it's weird that y'all like R.Kelly still, whatever.
Go so hard for him, but I don't label y'all as anything.
But yeah, I'm not gonna call you a pedophile. Like, you're not pedophile by proxy,
right?
Because you know what I'm saying, like, yeah. So I feel like I think that's part of being judgmental too. It's that it's
label
like,
that
not only the opinion, but it's like I'm putting something on you because of your opinion. I'm judging you. Like, I'm really,
right. Because like what I was going to say, I was going to be like, you can't indulge in social media because you don't have a Facebook. So there's things like Instagram is pictures and videos. You can write a little bit if you put it on your story, but not
people. And those people that write crazy shit on there is petty. Like,
you can't indulge in stuff like Facebook and Twitter where it's things with characters and not say you're judgmental, because you're always putting your opinions out there. So it's going to be judged. It's going to be like judgmental to whoever's on the opposite side. So Facts. It doesn't make sense.
Facts.
So, and I feel like a lot of people aren't self-aware. And I feel like I'm like, as I'm getting older, I'm becoming more self-aware. So it's like, people be like, well, you're so judgmental on Facebook. And I'm like, yeah, I am. Yeah. Because I have opinions. And in real life, I'm not judgmental because I don't judge the people around me. I'm judging things I see on my newsfeed. Like, oh yeah, I do be seeing that. That is weird. And I'll make a little joke about it. But then, someone always, is the butt of the joke. So they feel like, oh, you're just being so judgmental. But it's like, but you just thought this was funny the other day, and that was judgmental, and you make your own funny judgmental things. So it's like, it's kind of like a comedian. Like, at some point, there's always going to be that person that's going to be like, is this too far? Like, that Karen, so to speak.
That Karen, So I think it's definitely some of that, whatever. And it's funny because it's weird because my closest friends, right, like they don't have Twitter, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't get to, like, I don't judge them because like they ain't making asses of themselves either, like, every day.
Yeah, like, that's really what it be too. Yeah, because
like, my people are cool. Like, my friends are cool. Like, they be chilling. Like, I mean, they don't do what y'all be doing. Like, that's
that's funny because most of my close friends, they don't. Like, I'm the most social media active person.
Yeah. So because I got like rapper friends that do Instagram, whatever, but they don't be talking on there, whatever. And none of them
they just Twitter. Promote their brand.
Yeah, none of them do Twitter. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm cool with Jalen now. You know what I mean? So he do Twitter, like, and that might be the most. But I don't know. Anything that he even posts, I don't be judging it, whatever. Like, I got opinions on stuff. He got opinions on stuff. We might disagree. We might.
You're human,
yeah. And like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's all about that rapport. Like, like kind of what I was saying too. Like, minding your business. Like, when it's these people, like, you probably shouldn't be just judging people other than a little comment on a meme that like nobody knows who it is technically, right? Like, you shouldn't be just like jumping into people's conversations and saying stuff about, I don't know, maybe
that's completely different. And I feel like that also, it's also kind of like people it's a mix of not being self-aware and people loving drama. Because it's like, if I consistently think that if I don't align with your views consistently, at some point I'm just going to take you off my newsfeed. Like, so it's like, at what point are you accountable for what you indulge in? You know what I mean? Because your newsfeed shapes your interests.
Did you just say that, like, you have to align with somebody after a while, or are you saying that
I'm saying, like, if I don't align with most of your views, every time you come across my newsfeed, I'm like, damn this bitch, damn this nigga, he get on my nerves. At some point, at like what point, like, because you're consistently judging them on your newsfeed instead of just removing them. And because all of our news feeds are made for our interests and what we like and what we want to indulge in. So it's just like a catch-22. It doesn't make sense.
Well, no, yeah, because no, and that's the thing. People ain't, and that is weird. I don't know why people continue to indulge in content that they don't like, whatever. Because and that's but back to R.Kelly, right? Like I don't fuck with him, so I don't indulge in his content, whatever.
Right.
I mean, but I remember this was years ago. This is a dude I was a personal friend with, you know what I mean? But he had an Instagram. And now, granted, like this is years like where we probably like was around each other, whatever. But like on his Instagram, all he posted was memes, right? But all his memes was like freaky memes, like, you know what I mean, like every single one was a freaky meme. And I'm like, dog, I cannot follow you no more, bro. Like, like, what are you talking about, right? Why are you just talking about? Why are you so horny, bro, on Instagram all day? Like, who? I'm not your audience, bro. Like, yeah, and that's the thing too. Maybe you got to realize that some people, you just not their audience, man. Like, and it's okay. Like, you could just, and I removed that. I ain't block him. I just removed him. You know what I mean? Or I stopped following him. And you know what I mean, probably removed him so he can't follow me. But I didn't, it wasn't no malicious. It was just like, fam.
Yeah, it was just like you're not my, you know what I mean? In person, I might fuck with you, but on social media,
if I see you as love, but if I see you as love and I'm clowning you for and I'm gonna tell you that I unfollowed your ass because you posting these weird freaky memes all day, bro. I'm telling you that.
There really do be niggas like that too.
And I'll be like, fam, what? Bro, relax. Like you looking like you don't get no pussy.
No
like,
pussy. No pussy.
Like, man, is that rough out there for you, bro? Sheesh.
But it's just like, imagine me telling you, Los, you are so judgmental. And I hate everything I hate your podcast. But let me sit here and watch this for this hour. Like what?
Yeah, that's where it's
at what point do you just check out?
But you know, it's funny though. It be the hate is what keeps people like, yo, you just saying that. I just seen something on 60 Minutes. I was watching, like, you know, after the football game, 60 Minutes comes on, and it was this lady it was the whistleblower, like she was the Facebook whistleblower, and basically she was talking about how, wow, this is really getting into a conversation. She was talking about how she basically put it out there, like what Facebook was doing, and like their algorithm when they changed their algorithm in 2018. You know, it was based all on engagement, whatever. Well, but studies show that people engage more with hate. People engage more. People are because you engage with something that gives you an emotional response, and hate is an emotional response that makes you want to react and say things to people all the time. So and you know, because it got into all the politics and January 6th, whatever. Because it's like when people just be doing positive stuff, you're gonna get people that like that. But yeah, no, they don't get as much controversy or as many looks as because people hate Kevin Samuels, right? Like people hate him. I don't hate the bull. I don't hate the bull. I don't hate him either. I don't agree with everything he says. I agree with, you know, he does. I like the core of what he's trying to do, but yeah, he gets so much views and people hate him. People claim to hate him, but they just watch him all day, whatever. But no, just getting into that algorithm, like it's like it was a science. And then she was saying like, yeah, like Facebook was literally going against, like they were trying to get rid of hate speech and all that, whatever. But their algorithm actually went against what they were trying to, trying to prevent. I mean, because the algorithm was based off of, you know, reactions and hate, whatever. Right. So I was like, wow, like it was crazy. I was like, yeah, that's yeah. And it's
funny seeing like studies like that. Yeah,
she put it out there too, and she got, you know, obviously got in trouble, I guess, whatever for it and all that. But she didn't give a fuck. I mean. So that's what's up. That's what's up. So are you? So yeah, we're not judgmental people, man. We just people with opinions, and yeah, I mean, if you don't like our opinions, then just don't buy. Like you don't gotta follow me. Like you know. I mean, I want you to watch the podcast though. If you one of them kind of haters, go ahead, keep watching the podcast, man. But and run it to other people, share it by accident, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing too, right? And it's crazy because anytime you put some type of label on something, or like whether it's hate, whatever, sometimes when you ban stuff, like they ban, but it makes that shit more popular, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So like, right, I don't know, but I don't want to be, I'm not known for that. I don't want to be known for hate, but I'm gonna say what I gotta say, whatever. So
you bringing up Kevin Samuels though, that brings a good like point. Like I feel like it's just a matter of self-awareness, because like they say a lot of women hate Kevin Samuels, and I'm like, sometimes I
They
think he
don't
sounds
though.
dumb and he's
Yeah.
like inaccurate, but
He's
sometimes
he's very old. He's like he's
yeah,
so out
he
of
is.
date at times. It's like, bro.
But a lot of times I'm like, I be laughing, or I think it's funny, or I agree with him because, but I also don't take it personal because I know myself. So it's like, if you're self-aware, someone that doesn't know you can't say anything about you. Like it doesn't matter. And I was actually talking to my friend about this recently, and I'm like, I be trying to not, like, I'm such an overthinker. So like, I was like, yo, I don't care. But then does that make me a narcissist because I don't care? I was like, and she was like, no, I don't think you're a narcissist. You just like really know who you are. And people are very contradicting and they don't know themselves. And I'm like, you're right. Because I do spend a lot of time with myself.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
best friends.
Yeah. Oh, you're best friends with yourself? Yeah. Oh, now she's crazy now. She's shy. Oh man. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, with Kevin. Well, no, you said that you said Kevin too. It's funny because you say Kanan, and you say like if you're self-aware. The problem is, and this is where I don't agree. When people be mad at what he says, it's like, yo, don't get mad at the message, right? Necessarily or actually be mad at the woman that kind of went out there and like tried to seek advice. Because if you ever watch his stuff, it be people that are not self-aware. It be the people
they don't be.
It's the most. I mean, they have no self-awareness. They just be like, yeah, like, and
he's gonna tell you how it is.
Yeah, he's just telling you facts. Like, all right, you want this, you want. All right, he'll ask you questions, and basically he lining you up. He's setting you up for the same spiel. And I be thinking like, you women, y'all hate him, right? Like, y'all have not seen this, whatever. Y'all not seen how this works, whatever. You're gonna ask you the same line of questions, whatever, and then ask you how much money, whatever. You gonna say something dumb. You gonna say, yeah, I want a man that makes $250,000 a year. Where? Like, where are you finding him? Where are you finding him? And you have 5 kids. Okay, sure. Like, some man really wants to save you. Like no.
But people take honesty, like they really take that. Like, people do not like honesty.
And that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it. Yeah. Truth is ugly, man. Truth hurts. So, but
you think?
Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, what you gonna say?
No, go ahead.
I was gonna switch it up.
I was just gonna say, do you think men? Who do you think doesn't take honesty better? Like, who do you think can't take honesty? Because I see a lot of people say women don't like honesty, and I don't think. I personally don't think it's like.
I think. Here's the thing. Yeah. All right. Y'all don't. I think y'all appreciate real honesty when it's about big things. Superficial honesty, no, y'all not trying to hear that shit. Like I gotta lie. I gotta lie a bunch of little times to, you know what I mean, so you feel good, whatever. So you
like, you look cute today, babe.
Yeah, or something like that. I might gotta say your food tastes good that I don't like. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you like them superficial, like y'all don't want superficial honesty. But like, yeah, if I'm cheating on you, now, you're gonna have to catch me because I'm not gonna tell you like I'm cheating. You fuck. That's what, like, remember we watched The Shy? Was it The Shy? Who was on? Yeah, like she gonna admit to, like, that's fucked up what she did, but it's like, or even Emmett, like, yo. Like, yeah, because I was thinking about I thought about the mom, but I was thinking about Emmett. Fam, what are you doing? Why are you gonna tell? You didn't even have to tell her. You didn't even have to tell Tiffany that you was doing that. And then now she got you looking like a cuckold. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You just the now you the side main dude, whatever. And she was in an open relationship, whatever. But it's like, yo, nah, you gonna have to catch me. But anyway, but no, y'all appreciate that kind of honesty. I don't know if you can handle it, but you appreciate that honesty. But the superficial, y'all don't want us to be honest. So, because that's the thing, when like, oh, just be honest, whatever. And it's always, I feel like it always be a setup. Like, you know what I mean, like, you say what you feel, and it's never. And that's the thing. I think men too, we gotta realize, like, yo, fam, if you do it, you're not in control of how she feels, man. She gonna feel how she feels, man, and you just gotta deal with it. But it's be like, come on, man. Now we got in an argument that we didn't need to get into because I didn't even want to tell you this. You know what I'm saying? We could have, like, I could have kept the peace. Yeah, and you want to keep.
I think it's a little bit of, I don't think one takes honesty better than the other. Because I think with guys, it's just different. Because there is some guys that don't want to know anything about the past. And then there's
yeah,
guys
true.
there's certain guys that are like, yo, listen, I don't care what you did in the past. I don't care what you did when we broken up. I don't care what you did X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? And then there's some guys that want to know everything, and then they find out and they can't take it. So like my thing.
Well, yeah, I don't want to know what's in the past before me, but like in the present, and then like after we've in the present, now we, you know what I mean, our past present, you know what I'm saying? Like if you did something like, all right, I've been with you for how couple years, whatever. I've been with you 5 years, and then like in year 4, you cheated on me, whatever, and then I find out, like, yeah, I might want to know that, like, past whatever, but yeah, before me, I don't care. Like, I don't really.
But like even with the makeup breakup stuff, like, because like
Okay.
if some guys want to know stuff that happened before you, some guys want to know stuff that happened while y'all was broken up, and some guys are just like, it doesn't matter, like we were broken up or that was before me. But there's some guys that really want to know, and they can't handle the truth that comes
Oh
with
yeah,
it. Like,
yeah. No, I don't
so,
want to.
and then
I
there's
don't
the
want to
guy,
know. I don't want to know. I'm a
and then it's
Mario
also like
Winans.
how you said earlier, how you said I've never claimed a relationship with someone to get sex.
Yeah.
There's guys that will do that because they can't handle the truth with, I don't want to fuck you.
Right.
So it's like, I feel like it's definitely both parties. It's just, it depends.
Yeah. Now I'm a big boy, man. I'll take a curve, man. So like I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna say, hey, yo, I'll be your boyfriend, or yeah, like you know, people say that I love you prematurely type stuff. I'm not that type of dude. Nah.
Yeah, gotta get you cut off real fast.
Yeah.
Because you're being weird now.
Yeah, now you're being weird. All right. So before this is good. This is a good conversation. So I like it. I like the free flow a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know, I let, you know, geese, you know, it's nice to kind of have somebody to kind of, you know, go back and forth with a little bit more. I mean, because you even said like, you know, you need to talk more or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, but before we go, have you been like watching anything, listening to anything? Like what's new? You know what I mean? What's some things that we gotta check out? Did you finish Raising Kanan?
Yes, I did.
And all right, so like, yo, I have so last week, and it's crazy because like we're talking now, whatever, but hold on, one second. Hold up. Let me pause this real quick. So I just had So I just had a writer, and she's actually a professor as well. She writes for Vulture, and she does fucking episode recaps of Raising Kanan.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and she's from Southside Jamaica, Queens. So like, she talked about how authentic it was, whatever. And it's funny because I make the joke. I'm like in the episode, because she's like, yo, it's real, like how real they keep it, whatever, how authentic they keep it. Like events, like there was a cop that got shot. She talked about, and then I was like, and like saying, like kind of alluding that these are based on some real people. So I was like,
right.
I was like, is your dad unique, whatever? And then like I started bugging, whatever. And she was like, no, my dad's not unique, whatever. But I was like, yo, like I kind of laid into it. I was like, yo, that's what's up. Yo, your dad is fucking unique, yo. Like, yo, that's fucking crazy, whatever. And that was fun. So, but yeah, I watched that. Did you? Yeah, and you was the one early on where I wasn't watching it at first. And then I seen you talking about the nostalgia and that you liked it, whatever. And then I did watch it because of a guest that I had on here. And then I was like, yo, this is official.
I don't see how people didn't like it.
Some people that like power and all the powers, like they don't like Raising Kanan. I'm like, how the fuck you don't like Raising Kanan? Like that shit is hard. Like,
but maybe it's because I feel like, because even now that you say that, like, oh, was it based off true events? This is more realistic than Power. So maybe that's why people don't like it. Like they were 15. They're not about to be smoking people in factories and stuff. Like they didn't even get to that point where they even met Tommy and Ghost, and you know what I mean? You gotta have a build-up. And
that's the thing, because I felt like, and I think I said that to you, whatever, like, yeah, because that was my thing. I was like, well, where's Tommy and Ghost? Where's that? And it's because I don't know, is this supposed to be multiple seasons, or like, because I think initially I thought it was like just the backstory that led to, you know, Kanan meeting them. But no, it's a backstory of his whole life, it seems like. You know what I mean? Or when he first, you know, it's really about his mom. It's really about the mom. Like, it's not even
it really is. But I feel like that's going to give us insight on why he is the way he is, and how he, because we already see how Ghost and Tommy was, and if they got their pointers from you know, from Kanan.
Yeah,
We
because
need to
he
see
was
how
their
he
old
was
head. Yeah,
raised.
he was their old head, ain't kind of.
Yeah, so we need to see how he came up and why he is the way he is. So it's like I think that's why they had their whole separate why they have Raising Kanan instead of just having like, oh well, this would be Power Book 3 real quick or something like that, or flashback. You know what I mean? So, but I really liked it.
I liked it too. I liked it too. Are you watching anything else? Anything catching your attention?
I started that BMF, but I didn't watch yesterday's. The BMF.
Yeah, that shit. The first episode didn't have me sold. The first episode, I was like, it's cool.
Okay, that's how I felt. That's how I felt.
It's cool. But people was hyped too, and I was thinking, and they was like, then I heard people like, oh, BMF is like, I like BMF, but I ain't like Raising Kanan. I'm like, all right, man, like y'all, this is cat, right? This got to be some like. I live in a different.
That's how I felt too.
The first episode was cool, but no, second episode, it's like, nah.
So I gotta watch that.
It's good. Nah, it gets heavy. It gets heavy. So you like, you gonna like it, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's cool. So BMF is cool. Did you watch that Squid Games yet? I don't even know.
I didn't, and then I wanted to, but then when I seen something on TikTok and it said, because when everybody was talking about it, I didn't realize that it was in a different language, and I'm one of them people that do not like to watch things and the words and then you can turn it to English, but it don't look the same. I don't like that one. I seen on TikTok that they said there was a certain version on Netflix that doesn't translate it the correct way. So like she was using an example that like one of the one girl had said, what did she say? She said like, why are you watching me or something like that? And it said, leave me alone instead of that, because you know how they do art with translation. So I don't know. I wasn't too so. I probably won't tune into that.
I'm probably not gonna watch it because I don't like the English dub show. Like if it's basically what they do is it's originally shot in a foreign language, but then they try to put fake English voices on it. But then I don't like it because it's like, these voices don't even be matching the race of the people.
It be pissing me off.
Like I don't want to hear these white men. Like if you are gonna give me fake English, whatever, at least like, come on, can they be like can they sound? I don't know how to describe it.
Can they look the part? Like sound the part?
Can they sound Asian? Like English Asian? I mean, like, but like it just be like, this little white person voice like on these Chinese people or Asian people, and I was like, come on, man. And then but somebody said you should, because I don't mind subtitles. Now I don't know if I want to watch a whole thing subtitles, but they said keep it in the original language, which is Korean actually, and then do English subtitles. And I said I might do that, but I might not because I got other stuff to watch, so I ain't worried about that.
Yeah. So. Do you watch? Did you see that I don't know if you watched On My Block, but they came out with a new season.
Yeah, it already came out, or are they coming out? Did it come out already?
I think it came out already, or it's coming out this week.
I want to watch that. I just watched. Did you watch Sex Education? Do you ever watch that?
I just started seeing the memes on that. I never even seen it.
It's good. It's kind of spicy. It's like when it's definitely like if you ever watch like Euphoria. The way I describe Euphoria is it's a teen show for adults. That's kind of like Sex Education, but it's funnier. It's more, but it's in England, whatever. So they do speak English. They have accents, but it's good. It's real. It's real.
It's just one season so far.
No, it's 3. I just finished season 3. Like because
so it's been on there a while.
It's been on there for a while. Yeah, it's good. Like you ever see the movie The Boy in the Striped Pajamas? That one Holocaust movie. Okay. Yeah. Nah, well, the one main actor, he was a little boy in that movie. He's like,
and he's in this.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that one's good. Watching BMF, watching fucking.
I'm looking forward to You though.
Okay. See, I don't know what this. I didn't like this. First season was crazy, fire. Yeah. Second season was, I don't know. I didn't really.
What season are we on now? That's about to come out.
It's gonna be 3. Yeah, and
second season was a little.
And he has like a kid now with that girl.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to season 3. Second season was just like, why did y'all have to have someone that matched? I mean, it's kind of funny though because it kind of emulates real life because people don't like to deal with themselves. Like once he seen that she was like him, he was like, ew.
Yeah.
But Yeah, and it was a little all over the place too. There's a lot going on. Rather than season 1 was about one girl,
Yep.
and he dated someone else, but then it was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But season 2 was a
Well,
little
yeah,
bit.
because then there's this other, because remember in season 2, that other old girl came out of nowhere. Like she kind of made an appearance, I think, in season 1, but like now, yeah, I mean, remember the old girlfriend with the redhead
Yeah,
though. And then
yeah,
like, yeah, she trying to kill this dude. I don't even know. Yeah, it's like so confusing. Like, I don't know
it is.
who's
Yeah,
trying to kill who and what, but
but I can't
yes.
wait for Euphoria to come out.
Is that coming back ever?
It is, but I think it was postponed because of COVID.
Oh, yeah, the
I think it was
Euphoria,
supposed
that
to come
was,
out earlier
man,
this year.
these people are already adults. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be looking mad old, like doing this show, man. You know what I'm saying? So but no, yeah, that's a good one, because it's like, yeah, it makes you uncomfortable, because it's like, yeah, because it's like I'm watching these teenagers do this stuff, but I know they're not really teenagers. So like it's not, it's not weird, I guess. Like, so but yeah, that's kind of like how sex education is. There's just certain things where you're just like, that's a little much for teenagers, but like it's like, well, they're not really teenagers. So but all right, that's good. That's good. Yo, hey yo, did you have a good time tonight?
No, it was terrible actually. I did.
All right, I was say we gonna say,
done.
yeah, she was gonna make me wait. She was gonna make me wait. This was dope. This is dope. Yeah, y'all, y'all don't know my creative process, you know what I'm saying? But like I'm kind of meticulous with this. I kind of plan, and one of our former guests, Kimmy, right? She kind of like threw that out there, like, yo, you know what I mean? Like Marajonni, she'd be good for this, whatever. And I was like, you know what? We can give it a try, whatever. Just
Yeah,
see
shout out to
it's like.
Kimmy,
So
Kim
shout out to
Fitness.
Fit by Kim. Yeah, I mean, that's the homie. So yeah, it was a good look, and yeah, I definitely had fun, kind of like loosening up a little bit. This one wasn't as like planned out, you know what I mean, but it still flowed, and it was good,
It
man.
flowed because you listened to me.
I'm a listen. See,
Let's not leave that out.
I'm a good listener though. Like that's one of my
You
traits.
are.
You know what I mean, so yeah, so if you've been watching the podcast this long, I need you to hit the subscribe button on the bottom, man. Let's run these numbers up, man. I'm here to support, you know what I mean, everybody, but also have good conversations too, man. So so Jonni, where can they find you, man? How they gonna find you? Or you don't want them to find you this time?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at K_CARTIOR.
So, but don't contact her for anything important, because she would not see your messages.
On Twitter. Just on Twitter.
Just on Twitter?
Instagram, I will.
Oh, for real?
I see the messages on Instagram.
I guess. But obviously, because it happened, whatever. But I was like, oh man, I hope. And you was late, because my last two guests, they was early, and I was like, oh, this is. And then it was 9:00, and I'm like, I was like, yo, she gonna act like she.
I was trying to figure out how to log in.
Is she
we were having technical difficulties.
Is she Haji? Is she turning into Haji on me?
I wasn't no Haji.
Remember, that was crazy. Like, I waited for boy too. That was a good one too. But you know what I'm saying. But yo, thank you for being the co-host. Yo, shout out to my co-host. Tonight, I mean, we're gonna, like I said, we might bring her back. I mean, we'll probably bring her back. You know what I'm saying? But just testing the waters a little bit, man. We need to get her a show. You know what I'm saying? We need to get her a show. She's real vocal, whatever. Maybe she could have like a segment on my show, whatever. I don't know. Until she like spreads her wings and then does her own thing, whatever. So,
Flash with Johnny Tsunami.
There you go. Oh, that's hard. That's hard.
No, that wasn't.
No, I was being nice. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You women don't like their honesty. I wasn't trying to be honest. I didn't want to be honest there.
So that means I do like honesty, because
no, but you don't like that. All right, yeah, you're right. I was trying to make a callback. Like I was trying to make a point.
Yeah, and it didn't work.
All right, whatever. It's you know what I mean. Players fuck up too, right? Ain't that what they say? Players fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes players fuck up. But all right, yo, this is another episode of the 280 Plus podcast, and we out, yo. Peace. Good. Hey, how y'all doing, man? This is hold up. Let me just stop right here. Hey, yo, this is the 280 Plus podcast. It's your host, Slows Def, and this is like some bonus content. I felt like I needed to kind of just chime in on this because it is a hot button topic, and everything like that. So, everybody, did you see Dave Chappelle's new stand-up special. Well, it's called The Closer, and this is supposed to be maybe the last of his contract with Netflix, and doing this special. And I loved it. I love the comedy in it, right? I loved it. And then I could tell, and then all this week, I've been seeing like he been getting backlash, but I was actually not looking at the backlash because I didn't want it to spoil any jokes. And I didn't want it to skew my opinion about the special before I actually watched it, right? So I watch it, and so this particular special is basically, and this is why I don't understand the backlash. It's basically like an apology for what he said in the special before, the Sticks and Stones, I believe it was. So this is basically just kind of like an apology for that, and basically trying to just ingratiate himself and just explain, trying to, and he even says it in the beginning, he's like going to provide answers to all these different things that people have, because people have been kind of harassing him and things like that, whatever. So there's a lot of different ways we can kind of talk about this, but one way that we could talk about it is just this sense of, comedy is a genre that you know never before had to hold punches, right? That these comedians never had to bite their tongues, right? Unless it was I guess, like, yeah, I guess if it was typically racial or prejudicial in nature, right? And the reason why I don't think this aligns with that is because he's not laughing at or making fun of transgender people, I don't think, in per se, but he's it's more of a commentary of the reaction to things, and he's literally trying to walk you through understanding, or he's walking us through his own understanding of what this all anything related to trans is, right? Because he obviously does not understand, as do most people. Most people do not understand necessarily what kind of goes into um being trans and things like that. And also too, like, and I'm a purveyor of language, right? Language does matter. And one misnomer that a lot of people have is that sex and gender are the same thing. It's not. Sex is, right, your genitalia, right? If you're male or female, like if you have a penis or a vagina, right? That's your sex, right? But gender, even if you look it up in the dictionary, it's literally a social construct. And when they say that, it's how you kind of view who you are in the world. So that's why there's a bunch of different genders now, and obviously it's been kind of publicized and kind of accepted, I guess, now in today's day and age. But gender is just how you view yourself in the world. That's why, like, most straight people tend to be, they call them cisgender, right? And then beforehand, if you know what I mean, you might have been, you was cisgender your whole life. If you just, if you were straight male or female, and you presented yourself as the genitalia that you were assigned, you were cisgender, and you didn't even know that, right? You didn't even know that. But basically, it's, you present yourself in a way that matches like traditions of what people like you with the same genitalia, that's how you present yourselves, right? So I'm a cisgender straight male, you know um obviously, like, if I had a girlfriend or wife, right, she would be a cisgender heterosexual female, right? So and all that. And that's the thing, people don't like when others are trying to teach them about these different things. They don't like to learn. So I understand that that is definitely a misconception, whatever. But another thing though is that, so getting off of just maybe there's a semantics issue that we're dealing with, right? The other thing is that, just with comedy, it's never been a genre that was supposed to be all inclusive, so to speak, right? Like I don't, if I was I if I don't like a certain a comedian, or kind of the things that they talk about, I just wouldn't watch that comedian, because you know, and humor is very subjective. Like there's all types of humor. Yeah, like comedy was never supposed to be for necessarily for everybody, right? And you don't have to watch his comedy specials. I just think that the news is not a place to report these things when it comes to if you don't agree with what a comedian says. One with Dave Chappelle, it's like you're complaining about his comedy, but you didn't, you know what I mean? Sometimes a lot of times people are complaining about it, they don't even watch the special, right? You didn't pay, you didn't buy a ticket, whatever. Maybe you don't even have Netflix, whatever, you know. Um, but people are just upset that he's telling these jokes. Um, and I don't know, man. I just don't think comedy is the place for that kind of scrutiny. And then I think people always want to go to the flip side. Well, what if it was a racist person saying, racist jokes, whatever. It's not. Yeah, I don't think it's the same thing, because he wasn't, like I said, he wasn't really he wasn't attacking transgender people and saying that, oh, all you guys do this, and he wasn't lumping them necessarily all together. He literally was talking about the reaction and how people react to these things, because you got people, like, literally, he talks about in the special, you got people in his personal life just kind of rolling up on him and like and asking him these things, and it's like, yo, he even says that's for the comments section, this is real life. Like you can't do those different things. And he did have some funny stories, and these are, like, I feel like these are realistic stories that people, straight cisgender straight people, would encounter, right? Like he tells a story about he had to beat up, I guess it was a transgender man, right? And and what we call him, a dyke, right? You know what I mean? And this person was like, he happened to be talking to this individual's girlfriend, right? And this person is getting in Dave Chappelle's face, like, oh, I'll fuck you up, or yo, that's my girl, this and that. And then, initially he's like, okay, all right. But then again, right? All right. So if you're a transgender male, right? Female at birth, whatever. Men, we know that, all right, you don't just pop up on somebody, right? Like you don't just like get up in somebody's face, right? And if you do, right, and if somebody asks you to back up, you either back up or you got to be prepared for the consequence. So what kind of situation is that, right? So just say I get up in your face and I'm starting to fight with you, right? And you're a different gender, but you kind of present yourself to be a man, right? Am I not allowed to defend myself if you take a swing at me? And that's what he did. He talked about the person swinging at him. He dipped it, whatever, and then he said he had to go to work, whatever. Is that like, what does he get in trouble for? Is that like a hate crime now? No, he's defending himself, because if it was the flip side, if it was the other way around, or if this was a biological male, we wouldn't say anything about it. Like people would just know, like, all right, you provoked this man to fight you, so you're gonna get beat up, whatever. A couple things I did not like. And it's not even about the jokes. It was I don't like that he had to make a special that apologized for his previous special. Like I just don't like that. I don't think it's fair. Like I don't think it sets a good precedent. And then again, it doesn't let people be creative, especially like I said, in his instance, he's apologizing and he's like kind of talking through it, and taking us through it, right? Person that is like truly bigoted and doesn't care, they wouldn't even have done what he did. That's the part where I think people are missing, right? He wouldn't have even done that special and told it the way he did if he was a bigoted person, right? Like a true bigoted person, they don't even care about the feelings of those people. So he's addressing that. It's like, all right, I offended you. Well, like, all right, let's sit down and talk. Let's try to understand each other. And what part of what I said, what did you get offended with, right? So another thing that I did not like about this special, and this is where, which I haven't, when I had, like, again, I still have not heard any backlash, which I'm about to, we're going to play some things for y'all. so we can kind of talk about the backlash, whatever. Um, I didn't like that he basically in his anecdote. So he told a story basically about how he knew this transgender woman and how this woman ended up being it was a fan of his, supported him. He even allowed this person to open up for him for a few different shows. And basically after his special Sticks and Stones came out, this transgender person was like on the front lines defending him and things like that. Well, then he tells a story about this person killing themselves. But basically the lesson was that, it was him, and he's just telling us this story about like how no, he knows a transgender person, and he, they're working out their differences. I mean, through a dialogue, not through this like, oh, we can't have you in our society anymore, or you're canceled, this and that, whatever, right? So but the problem with that is, right, his anecdotal story of this transgender person, that's no different than when a white person says, I have a black friend or I have black friends, right? So he used that story of the friend as his black friend, so to speak. And that's where you do lose a little bit of credibility overall, right? But I think it's needed in this instance. Just like I said, just to kind of show his contrition, to show kind of like, you know, why he feels sorry, or what he is actually sorry about. But this idea is that like he kept hearing this message that stop punching. Somebody, I guess in the transgender community that gave him backlash, they kept saying, you're punching down, you're making fun and you're punching down on the community, whatever. Like, so almost insinuating that like you may be able to tell jokes about transgender people, but there's a way that you have to tell the joke that makes it acceptable, right? Um, but like I said, in the same instance, so he said that, and then he used that as a callback, basically kind of saying like, hey guys, transgender community, LGBTQ community, the ones that are like trying to cancel me, stop punching down on my people. And his people are comedians, right? And he's just saying like, yo, I'm really coming from a genuine place. I don't mean any harm, whatever. I mean, I I have people that support me that are in your community. Why can't we what are we missing here, whatever, right? And I think one thing, where he gets the backlash, especially from the LGBTQ community, is where he said, and I mentioned this earlier, just about that's why I defined gender and sex. And we could kind of put some definitions up too, for real, but the reason why, because he says that gender is a fact. No, sex is a fact. Gender, and people don't like this, but like I said, if you look up the language, things like that, gender is fluid, I guess. Gender is subjective, but your sex is not, right? So let's but again, I wanted to kind of hear some of the backlash that he's getting. And I pulled up this one video from YouTube, and I think it's just from CNN. And this is Flame Monroe. This is a comedian, a transgender woman. And here Flame Monroe talk about her opinion on Chappelle's special. All right, let's hear what this person has to say. Make sure I share my sound. Yep, good. Oh, let me see. Okay. Here we go.
3 dogs in this fight, so let me start there. I'm black, I am a comedian, and I am transgendered. So I have 3 dogs in this fight, and I want to be fair to each and every one of those platforms. What I heard from Dave Chappelle's latest special was the overpouring of racism that he talked about, because I understand that he's talked about the transgender community, and some of the things were painful to hear, but funny, because as a comedian, that is our safe place. That is where we are the safest on stage, where we should feel like we should be able to say anything. Nina Simone said it best. How can you be an artist and not speak about the times?
Yep.
he says it in socially inappropriate ways that people say is not politically correct, but it's teachable moments. And there was no lies told. Here's the hypocrisy for me, Don. And I love my community, LGBTQ plus IA, and I'm saying it correctly because I am still a comedian first, but I'm going to be respectful tonight to everyone involved because I have three dogs in this fight. The love of me as a comedian will always be in me, but I can hide that. The transgender person that I identify as will always be in me, but I can hide that. But the black person in me, I can never hide. I hate the fact that we keep skirting around. So here it is, the hypocrisy. Dave Chappelle gave his friend, his friend who was white and transgender, who wanted to be a comedian, an opportunity to open for him. Dave Chappelle is one of the greatest to do it of our time right now. That was a huge opportunity for her. The LGBT community never reached out to give her any opportunity like that. But then they turned and said that he was transphobic, he was homophobic, all the backlash that he received from 2 or 3 episodes ago from specials. And she stood with her friend, the transgender woman, and stood against Dave to say, no, he's not like that. And the LGBTQIA plus community bashed this woman so bad that she jumped off a building and killed herself. Dave was not responsible for that. Nope. So who is? Because
Flame, we
here's
don't
the
know.
thing,
Flame, I have to say, we don't know exactly why she killed herself. But anyway, go on. I'm sorry.
Her constitution and my constitution are very different. The backlash at me, I'm not going to do that. But here's the thing, who we blaming for that? You're not blaming Dave. Dave gave her an opportunity that the community did not give her.
Listen, Dave Chappelle is saying, quite honestly, what a lot of people think. They don't understand the trans community and how people may identify. Is that a fair statement?
I think that's very fair. And I think that he has opened up an opportunity for us to come to the table and have real conversations, Don, about this. The problem is we keep sending disgruntled, angry people with their fist balls up and they face with an attitude to come to the table. If you come to the table already with an attitude, you will never hear what I'm saying, and I will never hear what you're saying.
Thanks.
If we don't take the time to have real conversations with real people in the community that represent, you can't come with an already agenda. So we can let down the smoke screen between us and them so there will just be an us. He pretty much said that we are so much more alike than we are different. And I'm telling you, you hear what you want to hear. You had to know that Dave Chappelle was cool in who he is because Dave Chappelle walked away from $50 million a few years ago. It is in the Bible, and it says, for what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul?
Hey,
the money was never the problem. He came back, yes.
Let me ask you this, because I've heard your stand-up, and you say that we fight over the wrong things. We get too hung up on titles, and even as African Americans and as members of the LGBTQ plus community, that we get too hung up on things that are, look, you call people what they want to be called. That's how I feel. But we can have these discussions, but we get too hung up on, you know, titles and letters and...
Well, it was just kind of like the Democratic Party to me. Are we trying to win the war or these little battles?
Yeah.
And here's the thing. There are going to be two sides of history with the transgender community. There's the disgruntled, angry side that is still fighting over bathroom wars and pronouns and these minute rights. And then there's the side of history where we have a state senator, Sarah McBride in Delaware. Joe Biden appointed a doctor who is a transgender woman. MJ Rodriguez just made history by being nominated as the first transgender actress to be nominated for a lead role in TV. So there's two sides of history. We're going one way, and then we're being pulled back the other way, only by us.
That's real. That's real. That's real. So yeah, so you know what I mean, there you have it. I think that kind of sums it up. I think when we talk about if we're talking about real rights or things that are really moving history, right? I think obviously certain things need to happen because there are intolerant people that don't even want trans people to necessarily exist. That's why there are these bathroom wars and this war for pronouns, whatever, because you know, I mean, certain people have dug their heels in, right, on both sides, right, and they're like, no, it should be this, no, it should be this, whatever. And so we're missing the point there, because that's not really what this is about. It's about, right, you know, it's about bigger things. It's about, can these people be accepted in our society, right? Can they hold positions of power? can they own property? Can they vote? Can they actually have a voice in a say in our country and make waves, as opposed to, like I said, we're arguing about, like me as a person that I don't, like I'm upset because somebody else wants to be called they, right? Instead, they don't want to be called he or she, even though it looks like a he or she, right? It looks like one of the two, and that person doesn't want to be called that. We're even like I said, you have transgender people that are hung up on that little thing, but then you also have heterosexual people that are hung up on that, where it's like, no, you were born with this, and I'm gonna call you this, and it's like, well, I also was born with a certain name that my parents gave me, but if I want to be called Alibaba, like that's what you're gonna call me, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's where it's like, all right, but what's the point? What's the point of that, right? It's about respect. It's about people treating people how you want to be treated, right? And I think maybe, especially on certain sides, but like that's definitely not being reciprocated, right? So that's all I got on that, man. Dave Chappelle is a genius. I don't think this doesn't do anything to him, like in terms of ruining his reputation. I think he'll be back with something else. But I think it for him, and I think just for comedians in general, it becomes harder to make content. Um, Maybe also because of the social backlash, but also like it makes you not, that type of stuff makes you not even want to, I think that makes you not want to be a part of the genre and not make you want to create certain content, because it's just like, yo, I gotta explain everything. I gotta explain all my jokes. Imagine if Bernie Mac, right, or DL Hughley, or whatever, like Eddie Murphy, like some of our Richard Pryor, if they had to explain word for word why they said every joke that they ever made, and it might be about white people, right? And obviously that's funny. That's not like particularly racist, because we're not the majority of society. We're not the ones with power who are oppressing. We are, in some ways, the oppressed that is making a joke about the experience, but also too, it's like, all right, this is the way we get back at y'all, even though it doesn't have any long-term lasting effect. This is the way that we can respond to y'all, and it's that, man. But yo, Dave Chappelle, keep doing your thing, brother. You know what I mean? You got a fan here. And I think most people, I think what's happening just in general with this is you have a vocal minority. You have a very loud squeaky wheel that's saying, no, 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 no. It's supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be like this. When most of the people that actually are in support of them are actually quiet most of the times. Maybe they don't have platforms, whatever, but it's like, and then they just don't want to get into these arguments, so they stay silent. But I'll speak out and I'll say, man, yo, protect Dave Chappelle. That's all I gotta say. Protect Dave Chappelle. And that's it for this little bonus segment. Make sure you catch my latest episodes on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, anywhere where you can stream podcast audio. The videos and everything comes out Wednesdays, every Wednesday. Tune in, subscribe, share, like, all that good stuff, right? So, yo, this is your boy Lowe's Def, and we out. Another episode of the 280 Plus Podcast. Peace.